Janice. And I'm Sharon. We're just a couple of the instructors who teach Strength Train Together here at the Y. And to let you know a little bit about Strength Train Together, we usually use a barbell for strength training. And it's usually from top to bottom. We usually work all the major muscle groups. There's 10 tracks. Each track usually focuses on a particular muscle group. And there's many different varieties of the Strength Train Together since there's different releases. So you will see a variety of different movements. Barbell, usually it's the bar, which is here, plates here, and you just slide the plate. I usually say to start light, slide it on, put the clip right in here, and then you just flip it and make sure you put the same exact weight on this side, same exact thing, slide the clip, flip it, and you're good to go. You need a step and a couple of risers, just make sure it's locked in good. Warm-up. So the first track is the warm-up. So you will use a bar. Your hands are 1 thumb distance away from your thighs. You want your back straight, shoulders back. And you're coming down into a deadlift. That's one possibility. You could do a row. There's multiple combinations. You get your legs in with a dead squat. You also can hang clean, maybe set you up for a press, and then over the head for some lunges. And we usually just do the head to toe warm up, then we'll grab the bar again for leg work. And typically you want to do on the meaty part of your back, nice and comfortable, and you will do some squats. Usually we incorporate a couple of lunges depending on the release. Every release has a little different flavor. And if you don't want to use the bar, there's an option to hold a plate or a couple of plates. So the same movement, just holding plates. Sometimes we do plate work at the end as well. Track after that is chest. We do usually use the bar for this. Your hands are wide. You want the bar coming down to the midline of the chest. You don't want your elbows to drop past the bench sharp. You want to keep them level, and you're just pressing up. One of the other things that we may do is put the bar down, and we could do some push-ups on the bench. We could do fireflies. You can do these on your knees, firefly, whatever you need. Back and legs, so a little bit of rowing, which is squeezing through the upper back, some of the deadlifts, which is a little bit of the back of the legs. Hang clean, where you bring it up, push it over, catch it, and release. That's usually a hang clean with an overhead press. If you don't want to use the bar, you can always use a couple of dumbbells, but another move that we usually do is a little bit of flying with one arm or both arms, just the upper back. Then after that track, we have the tricep track. Most times we do use a bar. What I like to say for your hands on the bar is like the number 11, but your hands are still in line with your shoulders. You could do an extension, which is down to the forehead, wrists are straight and strong, and a press. After we're done with the bar, we usually add a plate for some plate work. You can also use a dumbbell. We do standing extensions, or we can do standing kickbacks or seated kickbacks for the tricep track. A typical bicep curl will be with the bar, and we do just a couple of curls here. So sometimes it's called a drag curl, just a different variation of a bicep curl, sometimes a bicep row. And sometimes, every once in a while, we'll use just the individual plates for that. But that's pretty straightforward for the biceps. Move on to the leg track. Lots of times we do use the bar, but again, you can use a plate, whatever you're comfortable with. The bar comes up on the medial part of the back. We step back, we'll do a long stride lunge. After we're done with the legs and the bar, we usually go into plates or no plates, and we do some hopping around for body weighted exercise. Squats, lots of squats. Yeah. And with the bar, it's usually shoulders. We usually use the bar for upright rows, sometimes overhead extensions. If you, again, don't want to use the bar, you could always use plates. Sometimes we'll incorporate some plate work with front raises, or maybe just a nice rotation, and to bring it in and out. You'll see different variations with the shoulders, but it's typically the last track of our weighted track. Then we have, last but not least, is the core. Usually we can use the box for doing some core. We may do a firefly. You may lay face down, have light plates, do an extension, come out forward into a swing position and back down. After we're done with that, we usually flip over onto our backs and do some crunches. We may do some side obliques, just a bunch of different variations to work our core.
And then the very last track, which we all love, is called recovery, where we stretch. We could do the stretches on the floor, we could do them standing, but it's just a nice, slower, easier way of letting go of our tension that we may have built up while we're building our muscles in class. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.